Hello and welcome to this edition of FYI Weekly, your official source for the latest news and information from the City of Greensboro. The City of Greensboro and its Greensboro Community Sustainability Council are accepting nominations through April 30th for its inaugural Responsible Business Awards. Residents may submit nominations recognizing businesses for outstanding efforts promoting sustainability in one of the following categories: Water Wise Award, the Energy Wise Award, Waste Not Award, In Touch with Nature Award, Quality of Life Award, and the Community Sustainability Leadership Award. In addition to submitting a nomination form, nominators must provide supporting documentation. Nominations submitted without supporting documents will not be considered. Category winners will receive a plaque and be recognized at a Responsible Business Award celebration, which will include a sustainable business keynote speaker. For more information about the Responsible Business Awards, contact Jeff Sovich in the city's planning department at 336-433-7624. The 107th Greensboro Police Academy graduated 27 recruits who joined the ranks of the Greensboro Police Department. The ceremony held at the Carolina Theater included a presentation of awards, diplomas, and badges, as well as the oath of office. One of the most diverse classes of officers, the graduating class consisted of 7 females, 15 officers from various minority backgrounds, and officers from many different geographic regions. The Greensboro Police Department recruiting efforts are focused on recruiting and hiring talented individuals from all backgrounds. The new officers completed more than 900 hours of training and instruction in more than 40 areas of study, including interpersonal communication, problem solving, and using technology to make communities safer. As part of the communications training, recruits were taught the principles of procedural justice and implicit bias. Procedural justice is a collaborative method of listening and talking designed to increase mutual understanding and trust among members of the public and police. Understanding implicit bias training examines the inherent biases present in all people. If you haven't already heard, the 2020 census is on the way. The census gives the federal government an updated snapshot of the services and facilities needed in the community and how much funding is required to maintain them. The census also determines the number of seats in the U.S. House of Representatives and Electoral College votes for each state. All Greensboro residents should participate regardless of age, race, or citizenship status. According to NC Counts Coalition, North Carolina could lose $16,000 in federal funding over a 10-year period for each North Carolina resident who is not counted in the 2020 census. There are 3 easy ways to complete the census. You will be asked to complete the census questionnaire either online, over the phone, or on paper. From March 12th through March 20th, the majority of Guilford County households will receive a postcard invitation to respond online to the 2020 census. If you haven't done so by the second week of April, you will be sent a reminder letter and a paper census questionnaire to return in the mail. For more information about the census, please visit the city's website. In an effort to help each of us improve our quality of life, the city has partnered with Cone Health for a series of brief and informative videos designed to inspire you to make better choices when it comes to healthy living. Let's check in with our friends at Cone Health for today's news for your health.
70% of Americans are overweight, and the majority of them have health issues that would improve with weight loss. So how do you know if your weight is affecting your health? The easiest way is to calculate out your BMI, or your body mass index. You can do that by going online and entering in your height and your weight. It will give you a number. If that number is 30 or greater, it is likely that your weight is affecting your health. When your BMI is greater than 30, it puts you at much higher risk of things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, arthritis, cancer, and diabetes. In fact, if your BMI is 30 or greater, you have a greater than 300% chance of becoming diabetic. If your BMI is 40, that increased risk goes up to 500%. So if you want to lose weight, the most important thing to start with is to calculate out your resting metabolic rate. That's what most people consider their metabolism, and it tells us how many calories you need to keep your weight the same, with a low level of activity. The best way to do that is to take your weight and multiply by 9 if you're a woman and 11 if you're a man. Now that we've calculated out your resting metabolic rate, it's time to figure out how many calories you need in order to lose weight. If you cut 500 calories per day from your resting metabolic rate, you lose approximately 1 pound of fat per week. If you think 1 pound a week isn't significant, you should know that a pound of fat is about the size of a small grapefruit. So losing a grapefruit of fat every week isn't too shabby. Exercising while losing weight is important in order to prevent your metabolism from falling while you're losing weight. Studies show that just 10 minutes a day of exercise 5 times a week is enough to cause health benefits. If you increase that exercise to 30 minutes 5 times a week, you maximize those benefits and you find it much easier in order to keep your weight off. Studies also show that if you exercise more than 30 minutes 5 times a week, you can increase your hunger. That increase in hunger tends to make you eat more calories than you just burned, which defeats the point of exercise for weight loss. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully these tips will help put you on a path for a healthier future. For more information, go to conehealth.com/wellness. I'm Dr. Karen Beasley.
If your child or teenager is a strong swimmer and wants to be trained as a lifeguard, the city has 2 camps this summer. We'll have that story and more news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. The city is offering 2 lifeguard and training camps for kids ages 10 to 15. The 2 camps are designed for young people who are already good swimmers. It will introduce them to basic lifeguarding skills and serve as a development course for junior lifeguards who might be interested in working for Parks and Recreation in the future. Some scholarships are available. Registration includes a bag of gear. Skill Building Rookie Lifeguard Camp is $80. This 1-week session will focus on swimming skill development, equipment handling, first aid, and recognizing emergencies. It will allow kids to explore their interest in lifeguarding. Junior Lifeguard Camp is $250. This 2-week course provides personal development for young people and is a recruiting tool for Greensboro Parks and Recreation Aquatics. Youth will learn lifeguarding fundamentals, have an opportunity to tour local water facilities, and paddle on city lakes. Participants must be able to swim 25 yards unassisted. Registration is available on the city's website. For more information, contact Kim Porter, Recreation Superintendent, at 336-373-3268. Parks and Recreation is now accepting online registration for summer sessions of Extreme Teen Outdoor Adventure Week. This is geared toward teens ages 13 to 15. The cost is $250 per week for Greensboro's only outdoor adventure week for teens. The city's environmental education staff will host teens who are ready to test their limits with kayaking, hiking, survival activities, climbing, and much more. The camp is based at Lake Higgins in Summerfield, but campers will also travel to other sites throughout the Triad. Participants will also visit exotic animals and go behind the scenes at a zoological facility and a state park. The summer sessions will take place from June 22nd through August 3rd. For more information, contact Michael Romano, Supervisor of Environmental Education, at 336-373-7620. The community is invited to celebrate the grand opening of the revitalized Trotter Active Adult Center. The Parks and Recreation Department will host the event at 10 a.m. on Friday, March 13th. Trotter Community Recreation Center has undergone renovations as well as a change to an active adult center with a new focus on programs and activities for adults age 50 and older. The new facility aligns with the city's commitment to provide a second recreational facility with programs geared toward our older active adults in western Greensboro. The center will include a renovated fitness room, new computer lab, and lounge. The grand opening will be followed by an open house from 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. That event will include exercise demos, facility tours, and entertainment. Trotter Community Recreation Center is located at 3906 Betula Street. March is Women's History Month, and several celebrations are taking place throughout the city. Coming up after the break, find out what the Commission on the Status of Women has in store to rally women in our community. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. Women's History Month will shed light on women's right to vote. The Commission on the Status of Women will host an event to gauge the progress of women overall. Joining me now to tell us about this and other events is Dr. Love Jones. She is the director of the city's Human Relations Department. Hello, Dr. Jones. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, as always.
Absolutely. I appreciate you joining me. Tell me about the significance of the event being hosted by the Commission on the Status of Women in terms of what it will mean to women in our community.
Well, first and foremost, as you've already stated, it is the commemoration of the 100th year of the implementation of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote and still does. In addition to that, of course, March is Women's History Month, and so it's critical that during this month, the Commission take on the opportunity and responsibility to shed light on issues that impact women. Most specifically, it's critical to think about how what happened 100 years ago continues to impact the way in which women progress today.
Okay, and how are they hoping to do that? What kind of an event are they putting on?
Well, this event is focused on a couple of things. First and foremost is the intersection of race and age as it relates to leadership for women. As you know, in this country, women earn 80% on the dollar in comparison to men as wage earners. And so it's going to be looking at things like pay equity, leadership dynamics, all of these things that are impacted by the intersection of race and age for women.
Okay. So I'm sure there is an illustrious panel that is waiting to share their insights and experiences in different sectors or different roles that they play in the community. Tell us who is on the panel and kind of what they're bringing to this discussion of what you're saying.
Well, we have Merle Tu, Judge Teresa Vincent. We also have Dr. Valerie Fields, and we have Merle Green. All four of which have been leaders in various capacities, whether it's the medical field, the judicial field, etc. And it's going to be facilitated or moderated by Mary Kendrick, who is one of the leading entrepreneurs in diversity consultation in our community, all women of color. And so what they will bring to the table are life experiences as well as progress and strides that have been made, tell stories of kind of embody in their narratives how they've broken barriers and what barriers they believe are still left to be broken.
Wonderful. I know many of the women on your panel. I'm looking forward to hearing what they have to say. And again, those experiences, like you said, in terms of their respective fields. So when is the event for folks who are just as excited as I am, and is registration or admission required?
Yes. So the event is going to be held on March 26th. And it's going to be at 6:30 p.m. at the Ruth Wicker Memorial. That is the relatively new facility that celebrates the contributions of women in this city. And there will be a registration. Ideally, you would go to the CSW Facebook page, or you would simply call the office at 336-373-2038 in order to get more information. But registration is advised because it is a free event, and we want to make sure that we are able to serve all of the attendees adequately.
Yes, and CSW, Commission on the Status of Women.
Yes.
Okay, so they have a website through the city of Greensboro, and you can Google it or just go to the city's website.
The Facebook page is most ideal for our registration links.
Okay.
You can also go to the city's website, the Human Relations website. Either location will help you navigate the link, and or you'll be able to call in and register.
I needed that because I'm not on Facebook. Well, Dr. Jones, we thank you for reminding us why we need to come together and celebrate the things that have happened in society 100 years ago and present day that is so significant for our women. Your department does such a wonderful job of bringing the community together to have discussions that are real and issues that we need to keep in the forefront. I'm looking forward to attending the panel. I'm not going on Facebook, but I'm going to go on the city's website. Do come back and let us know about the other great events you'll be hosting throughout the year.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Stay tuned for some useful information about Greensboro as we tell you something about the city. That's coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back to FYI Weekly. One way to stay informed about decisions that impact our city is by attending or tuning in to City Council meetings at 5:30 p.m. on the first and third Tuesday of the month. The fourth Tuesday is reserved for a meeting as needed. The Greensboro City Council meetings are open to the public, but if you cannot make it to City Hall, we broadcast the meetings right here on GTN. The meetings are also streamed live on the city's website and on Roku. City Council meetings take place on Level 2 of the Melvin Municipal Office Building located at 300 West Washington Street. To review the council meeting schedule and agendas, please visit the city's website. Here's an opportunity to learn a little something about the city. The Piedmont Triad Regional Water Authority is conducting a routine water quality preventative maintenance program. This process involves temporarily using chlorine instead of chloramines to disinfect our drinking water. This is a way to maintain the safety of our drinking water and to optimize the water quality in distribution systems. The switch to chlorine will continue until Monday, May 11th. This affects the water utilities of Archdale, Burlington, Greensboro, High Point, Jamestown, Randleman, and Reedsville. During this time, residents may notice temporary taste or odor differences in the water. This is a normal part of the transition and the water quality will not be impacted. Both chlorinated and chloraminated water are safe for drinking, cooking, and other general uses. Specialized industries such as kidney dialysis facilities, fish tank and pond owners, and businesses that use water in their production process should take precautions. Those groups may require adjustments to their current filtration and treatment systems. For more information, call the Environmental Protection Agency Safe Drinking Water Hotline at 1-800-426-4791. Coming up after the break, we'll showcase our department spotlight. But first, prepare to mark your calendar for all the great events happening this week on the town.
Hey, this is Lana. There's a lot going on this weekend, so let's get started. This weekend, the Drama Center's Children's Theater presents The Rainbow Fish, a lively musical by Austin Zumbro based on the popular children's book by Marcus Pfister. Shows will be held on Friday at 7:30 p.m., Saturday at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m., and Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Odell Auditorium at Greensboro College. The story, appropriate for all ages, features a beautiful but vain and selfish fish who wonders why she has no friends. Through a series of fantastical undersea adventures, she learns to listen and share. For ticket information, visit thedramacenter.com. On Friday, the Greensboro History Museum will host After Hours Democracy Games Night from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Try your hand at American bracketology. Where do you stand striking a Four Freedoms pose? Gerrymander Madness, the anti-democracy VR game, and much more at an after-hours event for the whole family. Visit greensborohistory.org for more information. Also on Friday, head over to the Crown at the Carolina Theater for some live music with Clay Howard and the Silver Alerts and Gooseberry Jam. Clay Howard, a 30-year veteran of the NC music scene, released a pair of EPs in 2017 and was voted Best Vocalist in the Triad by readers of Yes Weekly. Gooseberry Jam is a roots-based original rock band based here in the Triad. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit carolinatheater.com. Also on Friday, in conjunction with the 2020 ACC Men's Basketball Tournament, KC and the Sunshine Band will perform a free concert at 4 p.m. at the White Oak Amphitheater. KC and the Sunshine Band has celebrated over 40 years of music and gave voice to a generation by helping to define an entire genre. For more information, visit greensborocoliseum.com. And speaking of the 2020 ACC Men's Basketball Tournament, the tournament starts this week as teams compete for the conference title at the Greensboro Coliseum. Watch as all the teams in the ACC look to defeat the defending ACC champion Duke. Visit GreensboroColiseum.com for more information, to download a bracket, and for game times. Keep watching FYI Weekly right here at GTN to find out about more events happening on the town.
Welcome back. The City of Greensboro has more than 20 departments and several divisions committed to serving you, our residents and visitors. Let's go behind the scenes in our department spotlight. The Greensboro Fire Department is accepting applications for Camp Spark, which is a free 4-day camp. Females in grades 9 through 12 are introduced to the fire service industry in an interactive and engaging environment. Applications are due on Friday, May 15th. The camp runs from July 6th through July 9th at the Greensboro Fire Department and will take place at 1510 North Church Street. Camp Spark is designed to instill self-confidence and encourage perseverance while stressing the importance of keeping a good attitude, showing respect, and gaining knowledge. Campers will learn the value of leadership, teamwork, and firefighting basics taught by female firefighters. Camp Spark runs from 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. each day and includes physical training, skill stations, group activities, and lunch. For more information or to register, visit the Greensboro Fire Department website. Straight ahead on the other side of the break is this week's Way to Go GSO Shoutout. Stay with us. As we draw to a close, we always want to end on a positive note with our Way to Go GSO Shoutout. This week's shoutout goes to the City of Greensboro. The city is the recipient of its 28th Tree City USA Award. This is in recognition of the city's commitment to urban forestry, community improvement, and civic pride throughout 2019. The city has been presented this award each year since 1991 by the North Carolina Forest Service and Arbor Day Foundation. That concludes this edition of FYI Weekly, but you can easily stay connected to the latest city news by linking to us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Alexa users can subscribe to our 5-minute flash briefings. Be sure to download our weekly podcast, Talk City Greensboro, and now GTN is streaming on Roku. For all of us here at the City of Greensboro, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.